Welcome back to Talk Back. We are with the very, very contentious Ijaz Butt. Let's move on. The attack on the Sri Lankan cricket team. A dark day in this city, a dark day in this country, a dark day in cricket. And the elephant in this room, in the Sri Lanka attack room, is that the PCB under Ijaz Butt has not accepted this as its own failure. Bottom line, end of story. That a lot of people would have resigned, a lot of chairmen would have resigned, but Ijaz Butt didn't.
Ijaz Butt was not responsible. The Sri Lankan incident was a total breakdown of security arrangements by the government.
Okay, by who?
By the government.
So you blame the government?
I don't blame the government, they were responsible. But I don't have to say anything. Just go and see the report of the, it was an excellent report, High Court. He spelled down every single thing. He gave who was responsible for it, and that's been presented to the government. Have a look at it.
Chairman, that's fine, but your statement is a little contradictory. On the one hand, you're saying that the attack was beyond the control of the management. On the other hand, you're saying that you will invite any team to come at any time if the government will give you assurance. Then 6 months after the attack, Chairman, who do you blame for the failure? On the record, whose fault was it?
I think you have very clear-cut people. Nobody denies what the High Court judge has said. He has penned down the...
Tell us a little bit about that report.
The report has very categorically stated that the plan was all right, but it was not implemented. I was also called to that.
No, that sounds like a fault, sir.
Beg your pardon?
It sounds like a fault. It was thought up of and not implemented.
It was not implemented. They said they had a plan, it wasn't. Now, in this report, there are various reasons given for it. They have very spelled out, I mean, I don't want to get into the details of people and personnel, and they have spelled out who was at fault, what was the duty and which was not performed, who was supposed to perform the duty and did not perform.
And
this is
what's
all
the summary?
All the details. They have very categorically stated that the plan should be very clearly defined, and the concerned authority who is supposed to be responsible should ensure it is implemented.
You're still not answering my question.
I think I have answered the question.
But okay, but ethically, you don't feel that the sword should lie on your neck?
No. Let me add to this one what you are saying. After the Karachi test match, which went off excellently and very well organized and very well, the security arrangements were excellent. I rang up the concerned authorities over here that there was a lot of hue and cry in Punjab regarding this lawyers' march from here, and most of the security forces were involved more there than they could do over here. So I had suggested that can we have the second test also in Karachi, and I was told no, absolute excellent, all arrangements will be there, you don't have to worry. So on security side, the match will take place in Lahore. This is.
And who told you this?
I don't want to mention the names.
Okay. Now, let's move on from that. The attack has happened. Now, the World Cup is being stripped away from Pakistan. There's a meeting in the UAE. You go in it, you attend it, you come out, and you give a statement. And this is your statement. I'm going to read some parts of it. You weren't very happy, and you made a pretty good case about how that meeting went on. The meeting in which our World Cup rights were stripped away from us. Unfortunately, the interview CD of the bus driver of Sri Lanka team that PCB had sent to the ICC was never presented at the meeting. This is your problem, one problem with the meeting. The PCB did not get an opportunity to explain its position, and in a slipshod manner, a decision was passed by the executive board. You've said that too. Then you go on, you say, it is very surprising that this decision was passed in a meeting which is not even authorized to do so. As per procedure, it is the IDI board and not the executive board that is only authorized to make a recommendation. You said that too. Okay. The PCB, you went on, has not yet received the minutes of the said meeting of the executive board. Therefore, the exact tenure of the decision is not known, but in reality, the decision of the ICC is actually being acted upon. You said, you guys haven't even told me what happened in the meeting. How can I expect and accept what happens? Then you cited Another very interesting argument. You said there's been a mutiny in Bangladesh. You said there's a civil war in Sri Lanka. You said that India is relocating its IPL matches to South Africa. All of the subcontinent is going through violence right now. So why focus on Pakistan? You made a pretty good case.